Hey, y'all. This is Chicago is not what you think. People have misconceptions of Chicago. People say that Chicago is bad, how they don't want to visit, they don't want to come there. It's not what it used to be. And I'm just here to clean up or clear up some misconceptions about my city. Chicago is one of the most beautiful cities that you could ever visit. I encourage people to come and visit Chicago. There are um, parks, beaches, the lake, museums, buildings, structures, eateries, fine dining, amusement, you name it, is there. So Chicago itself is not bad. When you start talking about the people that live there and the people that come over into the city, then that very well may be bad. It's the people, not the city. The city is beautiful. Maybe it's the people that live there, is why it is what it is. I travel, I live in different cities. And when people find out that I'm from Chicago, the first thing they want to know is is the killings real? And my response is, when have you ever known a killing to be fake? I've never heard of a fake killing. So when they report that a killing took place, a murder took place, it happened. Well, how do you know? How you know it's not fake news? You know because one, you've heard the shots. Two, you witnessed the scene. Three, you were there. Four, you know the person or the people that were involved. Five, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that was involved. It's real. Now, who's doing the killings? We don't know. And what I mean by that is, it was rumored that we are not doing all the killings, that the police is coming into the neighborhood disguising themselves. White people, white hate groups coming into the community disguising themselves, killing. So that's what I mean. I lived in Chicago all my life up till I was about 36. I moved. I've lived in Inglewood, Garfield, Chatham, Auburn Gresham, South Shore, and two other places. I don't know right now what it's called, But I've been around there. There is like no place I haven't been. One place that I didn't hang out was on the west side of Chicago. And reason being, it's been rumored that west side don't like south side and south side don't like the west side. As if it was some kind of beef. We just didn't click. So I didn't hang out west. Have I been over there? Yes. Have I partied over there? Have I visited? Yes. But to hang out and know people and kick it, nah. But I know about the south side. I know about the east side. I know about the south suburban um, area. I know about the hundreds. I know about up north. I know about the east side. Not familiar about the west. Inglewood has become a very popular area due to the Chicago rappers and the gangs. So people who have been following the news, Inglewood is infamous. I'm not a game banger, but I've been in the streets. And Inglewood is not a place to be messing around. You got to know what you're doing. You better know where you going when you fooling around in the Inglewood area. I'm not name dropping. I don't know these people because I'm older. They're younger. But what I will say, I hung in the Parkway Gardens. I partied over there. I visited people over there. And when I was doing that back in the 90s, them cats weren't born or either they were infants. And it was nothing like it is today. My parents kicked it up and down Inglewood because back in the 60s and 70s, that's where the black people hung out. That's where they shopped. That's where they partied. Now you go over there, you better have on a bulletproof suit and a bulletproof helmet. That's just what it is. My heart goes out to the young men and the women that lost their lives over there. I feel as though they are my children. And I say that because I have two sons, 28 and 26. And I am so blessed that I was able to get them from up over there. When I moved back in 2018, my son was staying on the corner of 63 63rd, 64th, 65th, catching the bus from school because he was going over there to Kidney King Community College. And I would tell him, baby, please don't stand over there. Please don't catch the bus over there. Mama, I stand there. No worries. What do you mean, no worries? I would ask him, do you know them niggas? Because he's caught all up into their music and followed them and follow them on social media and know them by name and their music and this and that. And I'm like, man, if one of them or someone from over there approaches you, do you know how to handle it? Would you know the right things to say? Okay. So he like, well, mama, if the bus, is taking long, then I'll, walk it home. Walk, man, are you no, please don't. But I'm so happy, blessed. We made it out for a second time. We made it out. I don't want to say the same thing that we always hear. Senseless killings. This has to stop. We killing each other. Black on black crime. I'm not even finna. I'm not finna let that come out of my mouth. I understand it. I totally understand it. But do I agree with it? No. And my concern is not with the babies. It's with the parents. And the parents of these babies is my age. And I'm saying to the parents, it's time for you to grow up because the parents is with the shits. How else with these kids? No. When I take to social media, the parents talk and behave just as reckless as the kids. And I'm not talking about none of them people in Parkway and all in that area because I don't know y'all. But I bet you I went to school with some of your parents. I kicked it with some of your parents because they my age. And in that area, the girls that I went to high school with, because I went to an all girls school, the girls that went to my high school lived over in there. So I'm almost positive. And I used to live in that area. So I about know your mama and or your daddy. But I'm not talking about y'all. When I lived in Inglewood and Garfield down there on 56 and King Drive. I stayed down the street because Parkway is what, 63rd, 64th, 65th, all up in there. I'm down on 56 and King Drive, right down the street from you. I lived on the corner of 57 and Calumet. I know the area. I lived on 61st and Bishop. I know Inglewood. I kicked it on 62nd Champlain. I've been all up over there, you know. Okay, but anyway, Um, me seeing the parents, the kids selling or giving the parents drugs, the parents condoning the kids, their kids holding down the block, knowing their kids get beef with the niggas on the next block, and people coming over here on the block selling drugs, and we gotta hold it down. These the parents. So I'm looking at the parents.
Oh, you doing the video?
What?
Because I want to know if you ask us stuff.
Okay. I'm looking at the parents. It is the parents. You're the reason why your baby's getting murdered. You're the reason why people going around your babies, your innocent babies, shooting other people babies. You are the influencer. You know what it is. You know what it is in these streets. And I'm talking about Chicago because that's where I'm from. But there's Chicago. There is a Chicago in every city. There's a Houston in every city. There is a Memphis in every city. There is a Atlanta in every city. There's a Jacksonville. There's a Raleigh. There's a Detroit in every city. Meaning there's a hood, there's a ghetto, there's a high crime area in every city. But if you know this is what it is, why are you still there? We always say we want better for our kids, do we? We always say we want our kids to do better and be better than us, do we? Well, give them that opportunity. No, a rose cannot grow through a crack. The only thing that I've seen grow through a crack is some weeds. And you know how we feel about weeds. We pull them up from the root so they won't grow back because it's a mess. So if you want a rose, then you got to plant it where a rose can grow. A weed, okay. But anyway, I just want to highlight Tommy Soto. People don't like Tommy Soto because he's hard on women. Can you blame him? I don't think he's hard on women. I think he's mild, very gentle. And it's not that, my perspective, it's not that he's hard on them. He is highlighting them to show other black women this is not what you want. He's giving it to you from a man perspective. This is how people look at you. This is how people portray you. Get it together. And women, if you want to know something, where's the best place to get it from? A man. Come on. Women, you will go to a gay man for advice, for fashion, for relationship, for hairstyles, for you go to a man. And they're not going to sugarcoat it. And Tommy Soto do not sugarcoat it. And I appreciate his brutal honesty. And why I'm highlighting Tommy is because he have said over and over and over again, you want to give your child a chance, get him up out that neighborhood. I don't have no more than the next person. I don't have a silver spoon. I'm not no college graduate. I don't have no degree. Barely made it out of high school. Didn't have a hustle. Ain't really had no job history. Couldn't keep no job. But I got 4 boys and a girl. And let me tell you something. I packed up my car, took my last check, and I hit the road. I don't know where I'm going. Never been here before, but I'm gone. Me and my kids stayed in a hotel until we were able to move into our apartment. I had a job lined up because I transferred my job. So that wasn't, money wasn't a big deal, but finding a place for me and my kids was. And we lived out of a hotel until my apartment was ready. Cut it out. And I'm letting you know, family, that we have family in every state, known and unknown. You have family in every city. And all that. Yeah, I got a cousin, or auntie, or grandma over here, but we don't get along. We don't rock like that. Well, you know what? It ain't even about that. It is about the safety and the welfare of your kids. It's not cute being dead. I've seen some people laying in the casket and they look far from cute. You come on here to social media and you flash all this money, flashing bricks and stacks of money, but you still in the hood. Hollering about you want to make it out, and then on the next video, you gone. What is you beefing for? What is you warring over? What? Over someone that is already dead? What can they do for you? Why are you trying to hold them down? They gone. You're here. And you need to make the best of what you got. Everybody making money. Everybody making money. Well, what's the problem? Leave. Get out. Go. It's a whole new world outside of your world. You make it out, you make it out, you blessed, you lucky. Stay out. What you going back for? You know what's there. It's hell. You were scuffling and scraping and scrambling trying to get out. Oh, you got to go back to show them that you made it. They'll know when they see you on TV. They'll know when they see you featuring in a concert. Every time one of you niggas go back, you don't make it back. Why? You want to show that you loyal to them niggas? That you ain't forgot about them niggas? Well, what were them niggas doing when you were trying to make it happen for yourself? Them niggas could have been right there with you, making beats, writing verses, beatboxing, booking, promoting. Nah, you go ahead and put that work in. I'm gonna stand here and hold it down. Kids, remember that commercial back in maybe early 90s, 80s? Stop shooting. I want to grow up. Being 20, anything, you're still a kid. 30, you're still a kid. Life begins at 40. You want to grow up. You want to grow up. You want some of these. 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 You want to grow up. You want to live. The Word of God says for those who believe that Christ came so that we can have life, life more abundantly. He didn't come for you to die at 20. He didn't come here for you to die at 15. He didn't come here for you to die at 35. He came here so you can live, to have life. Chicago is beautiful. Go. Enjoy Navy Pier. Enjoy Grant Park. Enjoy Chicago pizza. Enjoy Chicago hot dogs. Go down on Magnificent Mile. Go up north to the beaches. Go to some of the amusement parks, some of the concerts, the arts and the museums. Go look at some of the structures and the buildings and the boats and the Ferris wheels. Go look at old Chicago. Go up north, go west, go east, go south. Enjoy these different towns. Don't be afraid.